Our next speaker is Jim McIngvale, better known to most people as Mattress Mack of Gallery Furniture. Mack has achieved the American dream, but more than just being financially successful, he's incredibly patriotic and generous with the causes and groups that he supports. Gallery Furniture engages in a number of charitable projects. It aims to refurnish, redesign, and revitalize more than 130 USO centers around the world and has become a USO Worldwide Strategic Partner sponsor. Annually, Gallery Furniture offers a Christmas furniture giveaway in which furniture is given away to those in need. Below the radar, though, folks, Mack creates opportunities for people, adults and kids, to escape dire circumstances and achieve success through hard work. He's an incredible citizen warrior, and it is an honor to work with him. Please give a rousing welcome to Mattress Mack.
Thank you, Julie, and all the Texas Patriots for your tireless support of this great country and its founding principles. I want to tell two quick stories. I've been told I got 5 minutes to talk because Senator Cruz will be here in a minute, and he's certainly got a better story to tell than I do. My first story is about the high school I went to in Texas, and the last story is about mourning in America. On September 28, 2012, I was honored this year as Alumnus of the Year at the Catholic high school I attended in Dallas, Bishop Lynch High School. Undeserving of this honor, I accepted nonetheless because I was eager to see how the school was doing 43 years after the class of 1969 had graduated. You see, my father and a group of like-minded citizens had founded Bishop Lynch High School in 1966 with the idea of providing Catholic education to students in the East Dallas area. It was a very ambitious project, fraught with peril. No fundings, and a lot of people said it'll never work. However, this group of men said, let's do this. They never looked back. The school was built with no public funding, and against all odds has not only survived, but indeed thrived. This audacious dream, started with prayers and hope, has now blossomed into the largest private school in Texas with over 1,100 students in high school. The neighborhood where the school is located 43 years later has certainly decayed tremendously over the years. Yet students ride buses and drive their cars up to 60 miles to attend this bright, shining school on a hill. The campus has undergone numerous renovations and additions over the years, but it looks like it's brand new and was master planned this way. As I walked through the once familiar hallways, I saw girls in uniforms and boys in shirts and ties totally engaged in the classwork they were doing. After speaking in hundreds of junior highs and high schools all across Texas throughout the years, I had to ask this question: where are the police? Why aren't they patrolling the hallway? My guide gave me an incredulous look and said, cops aren't necessary at Bishop Lynch High School. Our kids know how to act. I then passed a classroom teaching morality and religion. Imagine that. I passed the art class where the students were welding a sculpture. I then passed the dance class and saw boys and girls in the dance class. That wouldn't have happened 43 years ago. Then when I spoke to the 1,200 assembled students and faculty in a gym after a religious service, I almost didn't need a microphone. I thought this place hadn't changed in 50 years. They still believe in God, duty, honor, work ethic, and the American dream. The words to describe the students studying that day were engaged, not entitled, eager, not forced, learning versus enduring, and caring for others versus narcissistic. Isn't that the way it's supposed to be? And by the way, if your family cannot afford the tuition for that private school, there is a work to attend the school solution. The values that have sustained Bishop Lynch High School for 43 years are the same that have sustained this country for 235 years. It wasn't broke. Why did we try to fix it all? Where did we go wrong? Where did we lose our course? The good news is that those old school values still work and help people achieve and become productive citizens every day. Margaret Thatcher said, "In wartime in Britain there was a slogan, 'It all depends on me.'" Margaret Thatcher went on to say, people seem to have forgotten this and think it all depends on the other person. John F. Kennedy said in his inaugural speech in January 1961, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country." My second and final story is about Great by Choice. Great by Choice is a business book written by Jim Collins and Morton Hansen. But I'm not talking about a business book today. I'm talking about the story of the United States. Why has the United States become arguably the greatest country in the history of the world? Why has the United States stood as a beacon for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness for over 235 years? I would argue that this shining city country on the hill didn't happen by accident. The United States became great by choice because of virtues our forefathers espoused: freedom of religion, self-reliance, risk-taking, rugged individualism, and the Judeo-Christian work ethic. And the people were left alone to pursue their version of the American dream. American citizens over the past 235 years have made the conscious choice to become great by living the values of our forefathers. Free enterprise works. When is the United States at its best? When it's morning in America, as Ronald Reagan said years ago. When more men and women go to work than at any time in our country's history. When more families are experiencing the American dream and able to buy new homes. When young couples are getting married and looking forward to pursuing the American dream with their family, and they can look forward with confidence to the future. That's when America's at her best, and that's what we have to bring back to America. As I finish, how can we make it morning in America again? By unleashing the incredible power, intellect, energy, and enthusiasm of the American people as they practice the greatest economic stimulus package ever invented, the free enterprise system. You and I are at our best when we're totally engaged at work, engaged with pursuing the American dream, and engaged with schools and churches in making our communities better. A famous Texas ad man said, "The incredible free enterprise system will help us create our way out of this mess. The real thrill of life is to be used by a higher purpose than we are all part of. The goal, you see, is not to find common ground, but to find higher ground. And we can, through these great American values of God, duty, honor, country, work ethic, rebuild that shining city on the hill called the United States and reignite the promise of a better life for our children and our grandchildren that has guided this country for 235 years. It's called the American dream." As Gandhi said, get lost in the service of others and find ourselves. We can do it if we just step up. Thank you very much.